Hey
Hey everyone,
everyone, I'm Chaitra
and I'm Sankesh.
and we are
Mad over exploring.
Together we bring to you the best ways to explore America and travel smart.
Since several states are reopening in phases, we all are wondering how can we start traveling again safely and responsibly. In this video, we'll be exploring what it is like to travel in this new normal.
Through our lens, you'll see how travel planning is more necessary than ever. We'll also be sharing tips to make your experience safer and better. So let's get started with the first part of this series.
The most basic rule that we all are expected to follow through this pandemic is social distancing. Less visited and wide open outdoor areas are the best destinations to practice that rule and reduce the risk of catching the virus. Given how isolated we've been in the last few months, visiting open spaces will have inherent advantages to our body and mind. But also keep in mind that sites we select need to be close to our home. That will avoid the hassle of air travel and accommodation, and also give you the flexibility to change plans.
In this video, we show you how we bravely ventured out to some local outdoor spaces and share our experience about traveling in this new normal.
In the past few weeks, we visited a botanical garden, a beach park, a hiking trail, and an outdoor art museum. At all these places, there was a big focus on safety. Starting with the most obvious thing about traveling in this new normal, we all have to carry a face mask. This is a self-imposed rule at some attractions like a hiking trail, but in some areas there are security guards and staff to ensure people have their faces covered. Don't be surprised if you are denied entry for not having a mask.
On a hot summer day, we found it a bit challenging to constantly have mask on our faces. So if you plan to take a break from it, like I'm doing it right now, just make sure there's no one around you.
Any place that you plan to visit will have some form of entry restrictions to control the number of people inside. We learned this the hard way.
We thought 11 am would be early enough to reach a park that opens at 10 am on a Sunday. Once we arrived, the park had reached the new reduced capacity. The ranger informed us that new guests would be allowed in once at least 25 cars left. We waited for over an hour before we could get in.
That brings us to one of the most crucial tips of this video. Plan your arrival in advance. Check out the social media channels or the website of the place that you're planning to visit to find the best times to enter.
As an example, we found out that Maryland state parks are frequently tweeting when the parks reach their capacity and reopen for entry.
Opening times or a few hours before the closing times are ideal for increasing your chances of getting an entry.
While some places are having first come first serve entry, other places have decided to permit only timed admissions.
For our visit to the Glenstone Museum near Washington, D.C., we chose to reserve 2 tickets for a specific day and time as no walk-ins were allowed. Having a timed ticket assured us a guaranteed entry and made us cross paths with hardly anyone.
We expect several other attractions to follow similar measures so that they can prevent too many guests or public arriving at the same time.
All the places we visited had closed their indoor experiences and buildings. That includes equipment rentals, visitor centers, cafes, and exhibits. Even basic facilities like restrooms, hand washing stations, or water fountains were closed.
However, we found porta potties at some parks, but take our word, they are the worst. You cannot go in there without wipes, soap, and water.
Also, carry food and drinking water for your day trips and avoid shared grills at the parks.
Feel free to bring your beach chairs, picnic mats, bikes, or other recreational equipment to make the most out of your outdoor experience. Since everyone is looking for an escape after months of lockdown, famous national parks and state parks will get crowded this summer. Here are some quick tips for finding offbeat public lands in your state. Check out your state's Department of Natural Resources website. You may discover beautiful preserves that not many people know about. Another such resource is the US Fish and Wildlife Service that supports various wildlife refuges and conservation areas. A lot of folks think that National Park Service only maintains the well-known national parks. But actually, they also oversee military parks, historic sites, recreation areas, rivers, seashores, and more. Using their website, you can find the ones close to you and get amazed.
Travel in the new normal is confusing and scary, but with the right mindset and precautions in place, we are trying our best to make it a part of our lives.
For now, being a tourist in your own backyard is your safest option. But do look out for more videos in this series as we explore different aspects of travel like road trips, accommodation, and much more.
Comment below to tell us what it is like for you to travel in the new normal. Let us know what else will you be interested to see as part of this series.
If you're uncomfortable stepping out of the house, you can also check out the recent blog we posted about virtual travel experiences from home on our website. Link is in the description below.
Don't forget to like this video, share it with your travel buddies, and subscribe to our channel. Till then, happy exploring!